Welcome back, STOMP Wrestling fam. Boy, we got an interesting one for you guys. No, it's not going to be more CM Punk news. No, nobody had a problem backstage. At least we don't think so. But anyways, let's get to the topic at hand. So, you know the names, you know the faces. I got Mr. No Days Off, the editor himself, Mr. WrestleDrop, and me, MPKH, filtered, unfiltered. And for today's topic, I'm going to go filtered because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite wrestlers right now, and that is Konosuke Takeshita, man. So, the topic at hand is why Konosuke Takeshita should sign for AEW. So, if you don't know much about Konosuke Takeshita, he is one hell of a unit, and he is Japan's finest, and he's been what's the word, hyped up to be the next big thing for Japanese wrestling. If you watched enough of his matches and if you know the guy, then sure, click on this video right now and engage with us in this convo. So let's get to it. So what are we saying about Konosuke Takeshita? Should he sign for AEW or WWE, Impact, wherever?
I
What
think
do you think?
I think you should sign that contract with AEW. I really think you should sign it, but Tony needs to push him the right way. That's all I'm saying. I think he should sign, but he should get pushed the right way. In saying that, if he goes to WWE, same thing. So here's another question. I know we've just started this video, but New Japan might be the best place for him.
Yeah, that's New Japan looks like the obvious choice, but I think Konosuke's excursion in America was actually pretty nice, and
It
the
was
fans
so good.
loved him,
The fans loved him.
bro.
Fans really loved him.
I miss him and those Cinnabons. Come back to Takeshita.
Bro,
Come back and bring Cinnabons for me.
the thing I really like
Yeah.
about Takeshita is he's not a small guy. I know people have this whole thing about bodies, size doesn't matter, and this and that, but sometimes it matters. I don't want to see small guys doing flips all the time. He's not a small guy by any means, but at the same time, he can do all those things that the likes of the Young Bucks, okay, not exactly all of them, but he can do the flips, he can do the quick matches, he can do anything, like literally anything. For his size, for his muscle mass, what he can do is quite crazy, to be honest. So I really enjoy his matches for the simple fact that there's so much variety in his matches. He's hard hitting.
sure.
He can do the suicide dives. He can do the dives off the top rope. He can do anything. And
Exactly.
it doesn't
man.
get stale. Doesn't get stale in his matches.
Uh-huh. The match that I was the most impressed with was the World Heavyweight Champion at the time, Hangman Adam Page versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah.
Boy, Takeshita caught my eye just like that. And I was like, what the fuck is this and why is he so good? Like,
Exactly.
because he been in AEW this long. But
Bro,
then I
exactly.
searched the AEW roster. He's not signed. I'm like,
Nope.
what? No, man. No. But yeah, man, that match, he really impressed me in that match. And the fact that Konosuke Takeshita in 2022 has faced two of AEW world champions, that shows you how much Tony Khan must really trust the guy.
Yeah.
I know I give Khan a stick lately, but if he can sign him, I damn well hope that he can push him properly because he's just too talented.
I agree. The only questionable thing is the language barrier. I'm not sure how well he speaks English. So if he can take this time while he's still under contract with DDT and start getting his English going and whatever the case is, then he could really be a star.
His English isn't too bad, really. Like, sure, he might stumble on his words, but I'm sure most of every single international superstar in wrestling struggles with English.
Of course.
It's common.
I don't expect him to be 100% fluent. I'm not saying that. But sometimes when, like, for example, Shinsuke or Asuka does a promo, sometimes it comes across as like they're trying to force something that's not there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
So I kind of just want, What?
But most of the time, Asuka speaks Japanese, but there also isn't really much of subtitles. But I'm like, okay, I agree with what you're saying, even though I don't understand it.
I
But
agree.
sounds bad.
I agree.
It sounds bad.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess it could work. I mean, he's not too bad on the mic. He's not too bad, and for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's basically my opinion on him.
But I think if he had to go to New Japan, run it there for 5 years, I think he could be as big as Okada, as big as. Okay, maybe not Tanahashi, because Tanahashi's on a different level to all of these guys. But
He'd be on this Naito, all
yeah,
those guys.
that level, Naito, Okada, that level. I think you could get there in 5 to 7 years, because obviously New Japan is a slower process. And yes, I know he's in DDT. Before you come at me in the comments, we're talking about where you should go from there, because DDT is not the place for him. They busy wrestling with sex dolls and stuff there, and we don't need that.
Hey, yeah.
We do not need that. So he needs to get out of there.
Yeah, he's that man's talents need to be executed
Sure.
properly.
Sure.
A big wrestling company. But yeah, man. So if not AEW, what about say WWE? Now that Triple H is in control, as we see, he's pushed Japanese talent like Shinsuke Nakamura, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai.
I just realized something. I know this is not the topic, but we haven't seen Shinsuke on TV since Triple H came back. So is he holding him back for something? Because obviously you can't push everybody at once, like he's pushed Ricochet, or he can't make everybody look good at once. Like Ricochet, Kevin Owens, this and that. So maybe he's planning something with Shinsuke.
Yo,
if we can get NXT Shinsuke back, oh my god,
bro, that would be so good. That would be so good.
But
man.
Yeah, to your point, Triple H got Asuka over. He got Shinsuke over. I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. Japanese. Kairi Sane. Yeah, Yoshiro. Yeah. There you named a few. So if he could get them over without having to speak English and cut promos constantly and this and that, he could do it with Takeshita or whatever, however Excalibur says his name, because I've heard about 10 different variations of it.
It's Konosuke Takeshita.
I've heard Takeshita, I've heard take a shit, I've heard everything. So
hey, respect my boy.
I'm not. But
I used to pronounce it as Konosuke Takeshita.
Yes,
that sounds.
It's Takeshita though. It's Takeshita.
Don't so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I get it. So yeah, that's basically what I mean. Because yeah, like you said, Triple H and Steph got over. They put over so much Japanese talent in NXT, but then in the main roster, it was like, yikes, what is going on?
Although Asuka's the only one that's made it on the main roster to a high level.
Yeah, to a high standard, even though there's been some questionable stuff that she's done. Hashtag her undefeated streak being broken at WrestleMania 34. Hashtag losing to Carmella and Money in the Bank for the SmackDown Women's title. Hashtag flip-flopping the Raw Women's title over and over and over. But we digress.
But at the same time, she's always been put to a high level. We know she's one of the best. We've never they've never, like, Shinsuke was supposed to be in the main event scene. He got dropped all the way down to the mid card, whereas Asuka's always been right up
in the main event. So yeah, I definitely do think that Triple H would definitely push Takeshita to a high standard, because we know how he is with Japanese wrestlers.
I still think AEW is the best place for him in America.
Mm-hmm.
Just the type of matches he could put off.
Mm-hmm. So if he does go, also let's discuss some matches that he would have. I could, but this is a dream match and it's outside of WWE and AEW. I would say Konosuke Takeshita versus Kota Ibushi.
Ooh.
That would
And
That would.
I don't know if this is an ignorant statement by me, but they kind of resemble each other in their style.
No, they definitely do.
I don't know if it's an
I
ignorant
see.
statement, but I could see it. I could see it. I think Ibushi's slightly more athletic, slightly more high flying and this and that, but I think they resemble each other. So I think that match would be great.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
We
sure.
could see Takeshita and Bryan Danielson. That could be fire.
Ooh,
That could be fire.
that would actually, bro. The technical style, some high flying would be involved, bro.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
that I think
Takesha's so versatile. He could be in a match with anybody. Anybody.
exactly, oof, that would be so dope. Also, Takeshita versus Pac. Now
Ooh,
that
that could be good.
happen.
That could be good. As long as Pac stops doing his Falcon Arrow, because it takes him about 45 minutes to get onto the top rope. But that's the
Bro,
topic
how
for
did
another
it take
day.
that man? It took that man 33 seconds to hit a moonsault on Osprey and his bitch boys.
But
What the
even
hell?
his Falcon Arrow this against Kip Saban took him so long to get set. But anyway, that's not the topic.
I think it's a balanced thing, but yeah, whatever. Pat, just stick to that submission move you got because it's so brutal.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
anyways, we pause. On WWE side,
Seth Rollins. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro,
oh, that would go stupid. That match would go stupid.
I think that's my favorite. I honestly think
Seth
that would be the
versus
match.
Cash-
Yeah.
No. What about Takeshita versus Sheamus?
That would be hard hitting as well. Because Takeshita can throw hands. He
Sheamus can throw hands. Saw it with
Exactly.
Gunther,
We saw it.
bro.
That's what I'm
And
saying. It would be
Sheamus-
hard hitting.
Good match. And Sheamus would have a good match with anybody.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Not a memorable match, but a good match to some degree.
Sheamus is a safe pair of hands.
If you want to get your young, also, Takeshita versus Roman Reigns.
Could be good. Could be good. Could be a bit
Not
brutal.
really a true match, but it would definitely sound awesome.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I could see that being similar, not in terms of the match, but remember when Buddy Matthews had the match with Roman, and it made Buddy Matthews
Oh.
look so good. I could see it, the same sort of thing happening with that match.
Ooh, that would, yeah. The possibilities for Konosuke Takeshita are endless, man.
Even
They're
someone
really
like
endless.
Shinsuke, just the fact that the Japanese styles could join well.
Yeah. The king, the king of strong style
Exactly.
versus whatever Takeshita calls himself, but or I'd like to call him Cinnabon Man, but because he loves the Cinnabons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah,
But,
Kevin Owens.
whoa,
That could be
whoa,
good. That could be damn good,
That-
actually.
bro, that would honestly be so dope, really. Man, there's
Cody.
a lot of dream for him.
Cody.
I was just about to get to that. Cody versus Takeshita, man, that would honestly be nice.
I agree.
You want to have, if you're building up Takeshita as a baby face, and you want him to be the top baby face, sure, have him go up against Cody, and Cody doesn't need to turn heel, but if you want to turn it and extend the rivalry for a bit, sure. Why not? That would,
Sure.
bro.
And Takeshita can tell a story in the ring, I think. He's not just all about spots. So, and we know Cody is probably one of the best storytellers in the ring. So I think that would be a completely different match to all the others we mentioned.
Oh, for sure.
Because I like the fact that Takeshita slows it down when he needs to. He's not just full ball, running at it, flip here, suicide dive there, super kick. Yes, I know I just described the Young Bucks match, but get over it.
Yeah.
So that match would be good as well.
Yeah.
So many matches. So many.
So yeah, But if you've seen, and we know that Takeshita's good in that ring. If you've watched his matches with Hangman, uh, Josh Alexander, who else? And I hate to say Kingston, but yeah, it is what it is.
Claudio.
Also, Claudio, yeah, and also a match of the year contender, Lee Moriarty. That match, you guys got to go watch that right now.
His match with Moxley. That was good.
Whoa,
That was good.
yeah, it was proper, bro.
So
And yo, the wrestling world is really, they cannot sleep on Takeshita, man. They really cannot.
he's got to get out of that contract now. While the iron's hot, he's got to get out.
Because you don't want to have a situation where we could talk about Konosuke Takeshita and then like in the next 5 years and be like, what could have been? Really,
Yeah,
you gotta capitalize on it right now.
Exactly.
Whilst it's hot.
Exactly.
But anyways, guys, yeah, that's it for us today on the Konosuke Takeshita hype train, which the captain is riding. Let us know in the comments where you think Konosuke Takeshita should sign and what are your favorite Konosuke Takeshita matches of 2022 and matches you recommend we should watch. If you did enjoy this video, stomp that like button, stomp that subscribe button, and stomp on that bell icon to be notified when your favorite Stomp Boys appear next on your screen. You guys have been too sweet.